warmer. I mean, relatively speaking, of course.
But it is. It's probably going to be about 12 or 13 degrees today and tomorrow. So that is really warm compared to the cold and the frosty, snowy weather. But I know many people will miss the snow. I know I will. My snowman is slowly shrinking in our garden. But the snow we had at the weekend, and well, some will continue to see, was nothing compared to what's been happening in America. This is a snow in short supply in our forecast, though, as we head through the next few. We've got a battleground, though, set up. The cold is still there in the north, but it is the warm that wins out through the coming days. But as this rain hits the cold air, see here, northern England, southern Scotland, it starts to turn to snow tonight into tomorrow morning. Bands of rain continue their progress, but it is really the wet weather, the rain that wins out. It's the far north that sticks with that cold air. But at the moment, for today, much more sunshine than we've seen over the last few days. There is some cloud and some rain, and it's that wins out later on today. So first thing this morning, just the far north seeing a frost, everywhere else frost-free and mild to start our day. And sunshine greets us too for Northern Ireland, Scotland, northern areas of England, the Midlands, eastern areas of England as well. And here we stay with it all day long, but for the Wales and the southwest of England, if you start off sunny, it will soon cloud over and then that rain moves in. But 10, 11 degrees today is our top temperature, much milder than it's been. But then here comes the rain this evening and overnight, areas that just don't need it with the risk of further flooding. Watch those flood warnings. And then it turns to snow. Northern England, southern Scotland, we could by tomorrow morning see 2 to 5 centimetres down to lower levels, 10 to 20, maybe 30 centimetres over some high ground. So the risk of disruption by tomorrow morning. But here's the divided ground. Cold, sunny and frosty holds on for the north of Scotland. Mild, dry, sunny in the south. But in between this band of rain, and it stays here for tonight into tomorrow as well. And as we head into the weekend, that battleground is set most likely to be mild in the south around there, but that cold just hands on in the north.
You don't often have a country crying out for more snow.
I
think
know.
we all are, aren't we? Just a nice change of scenery for once. Thanks so much, Laura.
Rain arrived yesterday, meaning the winter wonderland disappeared for many, just a few snowmen left standing. But the outlook for the next few days, more cloud, more rain, milder weather, but there still will be some snow later on tonight as this weather front hits hot, cold air through southern Scotland and northern areas of England. But it really is the Atlantic, the mild that wins out through the next few days as weather fronts queue up from the west, moving across the country. And for today, it's largely dry, plenty of sunshine, but it will cloud over, and then we see that rain moving in. So here's how it is first thing this morning. Fairly cloudy, and because of these cloudy skies, it means it is mild, largely frost-free, other than the far north of Scotland. And as we head through the day, it's sunshine that greets us. Northern Ireland, Scotland, central and eastern areas of England, but it clouds over from the southwest. Outbreaks of rain, these turn heavy through the day, but look at how mild it will be, 11, maybe 12 degrees across the southwest, but just 4 or 5 for the north and east. And we have this battleground set, you'll see, for the next 7 days in our outlook. For the next 7 days, Scotland, Northern Ireland, the far north of England, average temperature line is way up here. The cold stays across the north of the UK, Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England. Always the battleground of when we see the rain, whether it will turn to snow. So percentage chance of rainfall across more northern areas, so north of the Humber, it is low today. It is looking dry. But as that rain band moves in overnight, here a high chance of being wet tomorrow, and also warnings for ice and snow. Tails off as we head through into the weekend and into next week. Fortunes further south for the rest of England and Wales. It is much milder as we head through the next few days. That is so much easier to see. It does turn colder, but it's that cold that wins out as we head through the weekend and into next week. Percentage chance of rainfall fairly high for today as we see this band of rain moving in, and it stays high for the next few days. A roller coaster as we head through the weekend into next week, but largely turning drier into next week, but also turning that bit colder too.